Good morning. It is day 2. Yeah, first day we traveled down here. Went through how many states? 5
Five.
states. 5 states to get here to Virginia. We took out the backpacking tent just to stay overnight, but now we're getting ready to leave and continue our journey to Tennessee. Unfortunately, we're starting out a little late, so we're packing up everything. We had a big breakfast set up. That's not going to happen, so today we're going to start out with a little coffee. Here's the thing. It's nice to be out in the mountains, but this mountain air can hurt you. I was barking like a dog last night because it got like really humid and it was raining, and I got up this morning, it was foggy. You can see now, but it's not foggy. So it was foggy. Then went to the bathroom, and I don't care where I'm at, just gotta look good. Just came out the bathroom. So here we go. Little pot.
Wait, I can get the inside of the pot.
That got scorched from the chili last night.
Yep.
Back to you, old friend. Hear anything? I hear it. Boom. Pour some water. You ever been to the supermarket? You know beef jerky? Try some of this out. This is some good stuff. Jerky bacon. That's good when you're on a run. Or sometimes when we're making stuff when we're hiking and I make a soup, I tear the bacon and drop it in there with some like dehydrated beans like we would have had today, but some dehydrated beans, put some bacon in there, nice smoky flavor. So today we're just going to have a little bit of bacon, some coffee, and head out of here. If I can remember how to do this. Let's take this end up, right?
Yes.
Woohoo! Nice. Look at that. And it won't even be cut. Top off. How about I take the beans that I put in the bottom out? That'd be kind of cool. While I'm grinding, what do we talk about? Little Miss Muffet sat on a puppet and eating the curds and whey. By the way, I did not sleep last night. We were traveling since 9 o'clock yesterday. We got in here about 7:15. So, luckily we got the before we start.
I slept really good.
I know, I heard you snoring.
My back was hurting though.
I kept sliding.
Like
No one can see
the
you.
way, huh?
No one can see you.
I know. I'm just talking. The way that I was like turning made my back hurt, but when I got up, it was fine. I want to do it.
I want to do it.
See?
Yes, we see. Oh, look who got our makeup this morning. Is that water hugger? Almost. Could have turned it up.
Simmering.
Good?
Yeah.
waiting for you. Who wants coffee? Hey, it's the pour over method. You're gonna have to go on the other end. Or come over this side and catch it.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Product placement. Ready?
Yep.
I said this on Instagram once about those coffee purists. A family who we like to follow, I don't know if both of them do. They drink, I believe he said he drinks coffee black with no sugar, just straight. And I know there are a few people who do that, just like people drink tea. I could do tea that way, but coffee, no. Anyway, for the coffee purist, this is Stu Leonard's. It's in Yonkers. If you're ever out there, if you're ever up there in Yonkers, check out Stu Leonard's. And this is, what do we have? Hazelnut?
Yeah.
Cinnamon hazelnut coffee. Some good stuff. I really like, I'm not a giant coffee drinker, but if I do, I want the coffee to taste like it's coffee. And so a big old fan, Cheryl and I, we used to, what was it? We went down to New Orleans and got that Cafe Du Monde. Nice stuff with the chicory in it. But coffee tends to, let's just say, play games with my heart. So I don't drink it as much. I'm a giant tea drinker, but we forgot the tea. Forgot to pack the tea. So we have coffee. Only 2 brands I've had so far that has not bothered me, and that has been Stu Leonard's and Black Rifle Coffee. I kid you not. Anyway, back to black coffee. I could do black, but it has to have sugar. I cannot do black coffee with nothing in it, just straight. That's crazy, crazy talk. Anyway, it's extremely chilly and we need to go and get on the road. Those some nice big old tires. Yep, seems like everybody's pulling out. Talk to you in a little while. No, go back and do your morning stretches. Lunge.
Ooh, I saw 2 birds fighting today.
Are you done? How you just gonna stop? Okay, go back to your thing. Time for some bacon. Well, we're testing out a lot of new equipment during this trip, like the backpacking tent for the day that we're going to be backpacking. Here's the difference between a freestanding tent where the poles are here and you clip the tent onto it, as opposed to a regular tent like our big old, the one we call the big house. And here's another difference. See that? You could do that with one hand too, and just move the tent. Thank you. That was awesome. Good morning, Tennessee. Well, there wasn't much to report on last night. We came back late. I discovered the night at camp that I didn't have my needles, so I had to, told you I'm diabetic, so I have to travel with all my stuff. And I have my needle for my evening injection, so I have to find a pharmacy, which is what we're going to be doing today, our first day out here in Tennessee. You know, they always say that it's not a venture if everything goes according to plan. I, for one, like things to go according to plan, because then at least you can fiddle around with it. So, in my hurry to do everything, I left my medicine. I left the needles, but at least I have my medicine, right? So this afternoon, we were supposed to have some tacos, and then this morning we were supposed to have a pancake breakfast that was supposed to be filmed. Maybe we'll do it later on. And so it's supposed to be tacos. But check this out. Come close. I took out the pack that I had in the cabinet before we left, and it said July 2020. So what was going to be our lunch was tacos is now going to be a cheeseburger with no ketchup, by the way. We're gonna have that. They have salt and pepper too. Didn't have salt and pepper in those seasonings because that was left behind. So I had to pick up some salt and pepper last night, and we're gonna put that on here, and that is going to be breakfast because I slept nearly 10 hours. My body's been very tired, and that can all be discussed another time. So that's how it's gonna look. That's the way this day has started. We'll see how it follows through. See you in a little bit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and I just banged my knee into the table. Woo! People of the universe, did I cover everything? Welcome back to the White Beard TK podcast. I am one of your hosts. I am T. Anthony, also known as, obviously, Whitebeard. Today's is going to be a short little update. Actually, this is going to be a special update. Is it a special update? No, special what? I'm special. I'm very special. I'm sitting here at this table, not standing like we normally usually do, because we're actually not home. That's why this is going to be a quick special edition of what's going on. And I just realized while I'm recording this, Elizabeth is in the background in the kitchen about to do some pancakes. We're about to record that for YouTube, but this is one of those behind the scene videos. Well, actually, part of the show will be clipped off, and it'll probably be that. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be the beginning of this whole episode. But I just realized that we'd gone on 2 hikes, and we did not tell you about them, or we may have done one already. We may have talked about that one already, one of those hikes already. One that we took, and we saw this fallen tree that had fallen down in Hurricane Sandy. I might have said this. I have to go back and check everything else before this, and then I'll probably come back and let you know. And so then last week we took a hike. We went up along the Hudson River, this trail that we had taken a while back, but I said I wanted to get an easy trail before we take this backpacking trip down to Tennessee, which is actually where I'm recording this part of the episode, or this particular episode is being recorded in Tennessee. And I realized that while we were down here, we didn't say hello to you on Tuesday, and we had so much to catch up on. What's the name of that show? The Invincible. I was going to add that on Monday with the Walking Dead universe, but that didn't happen. So we still have to catch up on that. Another episode just came out, so we got to catch up on all that and maybe talk about the hike from last week that we didn't do this Tuesday that just passed. So that's going to be a lot to unpack and a lot of stuff to put into that. And then coming up, maybe maybe we'll get you a little, I don't know what's over my lips. Maybe, just maybe, we'll put a little bit into this episode of what's going on and where we're at and what's happening. I'll give you a hint. They might tell you that we were going to try to take our elevate to the next level of hiking. We're going to do backpacking. This is our first backpacking trip. And it's come with a lot of problems and a lot of stress and a few other things. And driving down here took hours, and we took a break in between driving to stop in, I want to say Western Virginia, because we weren't too far. We had to drive. It was like, I split it up, so it's like 6 hours going down and 6 hours coming here to Tennessee, where we're at. We're in Sevierville, right? Sevierville, Tennessee. She's not even looking at me. Not like you can tell by listening to the radio. But anyway, yeah, so I took a break, and so it took a very long drive from New York, stopped in Virginia, stayed at a campsite, so we camped out, and then we moved on to Tennessee. So that's where we're at right now, and that's where this episode is taking place. And the reason why that other person isn't here, you know, the one who stands beside me isn't here, is because she's over preparing the meal, the evening, the late meal, our late dinner, the day before hiking, the day pack, whatever you want to call it. So that's what's happening in the background. So when she's done, then we'll get back and we'll finish this episode. But until then, take a break, listen to the info, and we'll see you in a little bit. For those pancakes we're supposed to have this morning. And since we only have 1 cup of mix, so we're only doing 1 cup of pancake mix, so we decided we're going to go with 1.5 bananas. We'll see how this works out. Once. I did this the other day, and I made waffles one morning, and it was, did I put chocolate chips or was just banana? I can't remember.
Just banana.
It was just banana and the waffles with waffle iron. So when we were coming here, we were making out a menu of what we're going to be eating, and so one of the breakfasts was going to be pancakes, to which you know who said, ooh, banana pancakes. So there we are. This is not from a box. This is the way we do it, and we'll figure out, we'll see how it's going to come out, because the waffle iron was much better, because the waffle iron would smash up the banana. So there you go. And cook it. Ooh, what's that thing you like? The SMR?
ASMR.
ASMR. You know, I used to do this for babies. smash up their bananas when they're starting out food and in feet. And the banana cereal. Totally forgot about that till the day I was making the waffles and I tried it. Okay, I think that's about it. Okay, it's time to get it mixed. Dinner, the TK and Whitebeard fashion. Okay, continue.
I've made the executive decision to add the remaining like half cup of mix in there. So I'm just gonna pour like water in it and see how that goes. So I'm gonna make a hole in the center. I don't know why. They don't tell you to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna pour that in there. A cup of milk. Spilled water on the counter. And less than half a cup of water. Okay. Half a cup of water. And then whisk it so there's no lumps. What do you guys think that utensils say to other utensils when they're sitting in drawers?
I don't know, but it looks out of focus. There we go. I got it. I don't know. What do other utensils say to other utensils in drawers?
I don't know. This isn't a joke. I'm genuinely asking. Okay. That's decently mixed. I'm gonna crack an egg. And I'm gonna put it in there. Question. Do people watching this crack your egg? Do you do it with one hand or two? When I was younger, I used to watch a lot of cooking videos on YouTube, and I learned how to crack it with one hand from Laura Panzino? I forgot what her actual name is, but the channel used to be called Nerdy Nummies, and I would watch it all the time. And I've forgotten how to crack an egg with one hand. It's actually very sad.
Okay.
Cool. It's just gonna go in there. Go.
There you go. Not Instagram or YouTube, perfect.
Okay, now that that's in there, I'm going to... The yolk is broken. It's gone. Goodbye. I'm gonna reach up the bowl here. And now I've got bananas. I'm gonna put it in here. It's gonna taste good.
You probably should have done the egg first before putting that in, but...
Why?
Well, we'll see. This is the meal before backpacking tomorrow, which we're quite kind of unprepared for because, yeah, crunch for time, all the information. But that's a story for another time.
I wonder if there's any way to actually tell like how fast you can whisk/mix something.
It depends on how many strokes per second or per minute. That's the way it used to say when I started baking cakes, back when I was younger than you and making cakes. You made pudding and everything else, it told you it was about how many strokes did you do inside the thing per minute. And that's how it worked.
Okay.
So is it ready now?
Yeah.
All right.
good consistency. Apart from the chunks of banana.
Yeah, but we don't have great lighting, so you doing all that. It looks kind of green.
I mean,
it's actually a sandy,
sand.
Sand?
Sand.
Yeah, sand color. Because this is, this company uses whole wheat. So it's whole grain, and so what you're having is that, not like modern things today where we enrich things and rip the color out of it.
Okay, I've got a ladle. Not to be used for violence, okay? Kids at home, don't use ladles for violence. I'm gonna check the dishwasher.
I like to use it for violence. Come close, let me hold it.
because I put a spatula in there, and so there's like, you know, we made cheeseburger tacos earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So it was dirty. I want to see if it did its job.